As we begin Section 3 of Unit 2, we will look at the incident management roles of ICS. We will end this section by looking at communications principles. First, we will look at the incident commander. The incident commander is technically not a part of either the command or general staff. The incident commander is responsible for having clear authority and knowing agency policy, ensuring incident safety, establishing an incident command post, setting priorities and determining incident objectives and strategies to be followed, establishing the ICS organization needed to manage the incident, approving the incident action plan, coordinating command and general staff activities, approving resource requests and the use of volunteers or auxiliary personnel, ordering demobilization as needed, ensuring after-action reports are completed, and authorizing any information release to the media. The incident commander is the primary person in charge of the incident. In addition to managing the incident scene, he or she is trained to keep the agency executives or senior officials informed and up to date on all important matters pertaining to the incident. The agency executives and/or senior officials set policy, establish the mission to be accomplished, shape the overall strategic direction, and give the trained responders the authority to accomplish the incident objectives. It is also important to note that providing policy direction does not mean that these officials direct incident objectives or tactics. Here is an example of this relationship. The Washington area sniper case was one of the most infamous crimes in recent law enforcement history, instilling fear in thousands of people. According to the after-action report, communications was clearly the most compelling concern in the sniper case. Investigations of this kind succeed or fail based on executives' ability to effectively manage and communicate information in a timely manner. Incident commanders must balance the incident needs with the obligations of local executives in response to their citizens. In the words of one police chief, "You cannot expect leaders to stop leading." The final responsibility for the resolution of the incident remains with the chief elected official, chief executive officer, or agency administrator. It is imperative then that the chief elected official, chief executive officer, or agency administrator remains an active participant, supporter, supervisor, and evaluator of the incident commander. It is important to note that the ICS hierarchy of command must be maintained. After the policy has been articulated and delegated to certain authorities, the incident commander must have the necessary authority and guidance to manage the incident. Now we need to review some of the basic communication principles of ICS. The first of these, and probably the most important, is common terminology. We use common terminology to help define organizational functions, resource descriptions, position titles, and incident facilities. Incident facilities include the incident command post, or the field location at which the primary tactical level on-scene incident command functions are performed, staging area, which is the location where resources can be placed while awaiting a tactical assignment, a base, which is the location where primary logistics functions are coordinated. There's only one base per incident, and the incident command post may be located with the base. And then finally a camp, or a location where food, water, rest, and sanitary services are provided to incident personnel. As the incident organization grows to meet the needs of the incident, care must be taken to ensure that information transfer is handled effectively. Formal communication requires that orders, directives, resource requests, and status changes must follow the hierarchy of command unless otherwise directed. Formal communication is used when receiving and giving work assignments, requesting support or additional resources, and reporting progress of assigned tasks. However, informal communications is also an important route. Informal communications is used to exchange incident or event information and is not used for formal requests for additional resources or for tasking working assignments. It is important to note that there is complete freedom within the organization to exchange information among and between personnel. The following are examples of informal communication. First, the food unit leader may directly contact the resource unit leader to determine the amount of persons requiring feeding. Or, the cost unit leader may directly discuss and share information on alternative strategies with the planning section chief.